Is it better now? Test it 1 2. Test it 1 2. Test it 1 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Ken? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. All right. Give us a good recap. Let's give a recap of the first half. Recap of the first half, man. A very great, dominant performance by the San Francisco 49ers offense. Matt Jones, very, very efficient. He has the capability to be very efficient when he gets hot and when he's comfortable. Um, McCaffrey has gotten a good load. They have ran the ball enough times to keep the Rams pass rush at bay. Um, but they're just controlling the clock and the tempo. Their defense has been making everything hard for the Rams, but the Rams got a good drive there in the last 4 minutes of the first half, which would have been a great thing for them to. Yeah, this is a different screen. The other one dropped off. That's what every time I go on the YouTube screen, my somehow somewhere my computer just says, "Oh, let's drop the screen." So I'm on Riverside, my Riverside platform. It may go in and out, but Riverside has a backup to keep the screen going. So I went on to the other screen because I wanted to make sure that I could see the super chats. So I did a little test of the super chats, but here, but we're just gonna, we talk about food. Listen, one thing I've learned, man, I learned in life and coaching and everything else. I coached at a little small high school, my old alma mater, that we was virtually broke. So we had to. I've learned how to improvise and make things work. So it's all about trying to get it work, get the message out, man. And we here to watch this game and learn a little bit about football. We're gonna learn about some of the things that we are seeing in this game that I wish we would incorporate. I'm what I'm doing is, and I want everybody to look at when you're watching this game. I want everybody, let's watch the defense. Let's watch the defense how they rally. Let's watch the defense of how firm their tackling is from their secondary, and I want you to compare that with yours and say, do we look like other teams in that aspect? I would love for us to throw the ball more to our running backs. I think we got running backs that can catch the ball. I think that would be a great added to that and would get us even more. It would get Pickens and all those people even more open if we can attack people coming down the field with just throwing the ball to the running backs. Tom Brady and all the greats used to do that. Just drop the ball to the running back, bam, and just eat you up down the field. And then after a while, they're able to open up and give bigger plays. Oh boy. Oh, so you couldn't hardly hear me on the last screen? Probably not because my mic, um, that whole thing with YouTube is crazy. So I do that mostly on the remote. Yeah, I hope, that's great. I wish I would. I'm waiting on to see Blue. Blue did some stuff somewhere in training camp that was very undisciplined. And it's been some things he's done. And it could either be a great teacher for him, this what's happening now, or he could stay in his feelings and be out this league in 2 or 3 years. So whatever they were trying to teach him, I hope he honestly um, took it seriously and learned the lesson. Because if he didn't, it'll be detrimental to him, and he can lose a career playing around. Yeah. Oh man, let me show this, man, because this is see, on this platform I can be able to show y'all stuff on the screen. Ken, oh, 49ers do not give up big plays. For a long time, you have to really do a lot to get a big play on 49ers. They don't give up big plays on a regular basis. They make you work down the field. They really don't give up big plays a lot. That's a staple for their defense. Whatever all of that's their DNA. And the reason why 49ers don't give up big plays is because they do well in the three areas that I talk about that gives up a lot of big plays. They're very disciplined and they line up basically the same. They don't really hide or disguise. They really line up the way they're gonna line up and play at perfection. They're disciplined in alignment and assignment. That's why they don't give up big plays. One of the reasons. The second thing is they are physical and they show effort. They coming. So that's why another reason you don't get rid of a lot of big plays on them. And the third thing is athleticism. They may not be the most athletic team, but that discipline and hustle makes them take over for that. So great observation. And just like this observation here, Blue should get some catches this week. I hope that they get Blue into this game and give him some catches in the open field, get him loose so he can use that speed. Great great comment. So what do y'all feel about let's talk about a little Cowboy talk. So what y'all feel about this game this coming week? Again, the Cowboy fans are just like we got some of the we'll get to the point where like, it's just a Jets, man. We should beat them. We blow them out. No. What you did against Green Bay is not going to translate over to the Jets. This is where you can get in trouble with football. When you think what you did past is going to automatically move to the next game. That don't happen. And he can run. I like the way he runs between the tackles. Sometimes we talk about a player needs to just be in space, but they can run through between tackles. And I always say if we want to talk about a fire sale, Kansas City, the Tennessee Titans have some players over there, and one is named Tony Pollard. I would love to see Tony Pollard back in the Dallas uniform as a 1-2 punch. I think it would be a very good 1-2 punch. I think it would be a very good 1-2 punch. I would love for us, before we even talk about picking up pass rusher, I hate it. I would love for us to pick up a starting safety that's going to come in the room and say the real good safety, or they could be a vet. One time I said I didn't want no athlete, but you know something? They ain't got to be an athlete. I just need a guy that they're going to get in here that's a veteran guy that knows football and says, man, what is this y'all doing back here? I need that. Yeah, using this speed and space, but that speed can be utilized in the middle too because we're doing a good job cleaning things up. All right, there's another Mr. Barrett. Boy, these two guys, man, they're doing a great job with some very good commentary, man. And let me see let me read this and see if I feel the same way. Dallas staff has to be serious against the Jets. You have to play better on the edges against Justin Fields, which means we have to make plays that we have to play different players. I think I think we did a great job of surrounding. We have since game one, we have done the better. But you're right. We can't even have a tough practices. We can't even do it in practice to let the guys know we being tough this week because we got so many injuries. If you lose to the Jets, everything you did against the Green Bay means nothing. Because it goes back to what I said, a mentality. We can even go back to the cultural blocks. I'm gonna bring that back up the next show because I think we forget about the cultural blocks. And one of them is being consistent and being mentally tough. If we go back and falter against the Jets and play a lackluster game, that tells me that this team is not mature enough to be contenders. Second half, very important drive for the uh for the 49ers. I mean for the Rams. Hey, listen, people in the chat, stay here with the chat. Don't leave. I need to move for a second. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. I'm back. I'm sorry for the delay. What are the Rams trying to do? I think San Francisco got the Rams confused. I just love what number 54 attacks the run, man. He sees it. He gets in there. He don't allow you to get off on a double team block and get to him. He gets underneath all that so he can get to the running back. It's about how aggressive he play. but he reads it and he doesn't wait. See that corner right there? See how he got back out there? He thought he saw a run and he was about to attack the run, but then he realized that that guy was going out. Look how their linebackers directing and getting mad at everybody because they were not in the right coverage. It was a man wide open over there. He just dropped the ball. And look how their linebacker getting on their case about who's supposed to be over there. That could have been a touchdown. That's the same play they scored a touchdown on before. Yeah, you can make a listen. You can make a quarterback be a check down quarterback by playing, but against the Cowboys, people want to be checked down. These was not no check downs that the Rams, the Green Bay was throwing. These was direct throws to throw it to the short people. Yeah, that drive really hurt there. That drive really hurt. That drive hurt because missed opportunities. You dropped the pass that the guy was wide open. That could have turned. That could have been first and goal. And you dropped that ball, and then to compound that, you missed the field goal. But pressure burst pipes. See, San Francisco put so much pressure on you. And see, when I say pressure, everybody think that's blitz. No. No, they put their pads on you. So when you know that there's guys coming, it makes you rush sometimes. And you can best believe against San Francisco, there's guys coming. So that's why aggressive play as well. Now, nobody else in our here that says that the physicality part is what's killing us in our back end, but nobody want to hear that. They think it's a pass rusher. They think it's the linebacker. But I guarantee you this: if this continues, I guarantee you next offseason that's going to be mentioned that we got to be more physical in the back end. I bet you. But ain't nobody gonna remember Coach Marv then. They're gonna be like, everybody else gonna be on it by that time. But that really did hurt them. Ooh, boy, I'm tired. McCaffrey got 45 yards rushing, one receiving touchdown. Their running back got 30 yards rushing, one receiving touchdown. Okay. Rams are just like the 49ers. They start seeing any type of uh, wear and tear on a player. Ain't no difference. If they player that was with them, they're gonna get rid of. Bad play. Yeah. Let me. That's a very good question. I mean, that's a very good observation. Let me put these both of these comments up here. Oh, if I can get to them. Now, this is a very good observation. So, his lack of physicality on the coach, I'm sure they see it on film, right? And he said the next comment he said, and practice. It's a point right now. I don't even know that they trust the guys behind them. But let me tell you how it can be. It can be masked. You can mask that problem because if you're going against receivers in practice that's not physical, you think you physical until you meet other dogs. But when you watch film, you are right about that. Because y'all remember my post, my live the other day is that when you watch film, the first thing you watch on the film is the first two things you watch first is effort and want to. Then you start getting into skill and scheme and all that. But you need to find out the effort and want to first. Because if you don't have the effort and want to, all that other stuff ain't gonna work. Their quarterback is hurt now. Mm. They about to be on their third quarterback. But very good observation on that one. San Francisco they are in a rhythm. They in a definite rhythm. Everything is built off that run they just ran. Third down and 3. Rams got to come up with a stop here. Good throw. Good throw. Hey, Jones is hurt. Jones is hurt. This is when your game spotter should be radioed down to the sideline, tell them that Jones is gimpy. Well, they're trying to get. That was great trying to run the ball there. I did hear from the defense coordinator says that his team get judged on their tackling ability because the cornerback, based off the cornerback. Well, our tackling ability is horrible. Then he said that himself, and if he considered that being good, then yes, there is a problem with him because Elam is worse than Diggs. Third and goal. Don't it seem like the San Francisco should have scored more points? The way they're controlling this game, 17 points look like a very low number for them. It can be. 17 points. Listen, your offense could be so efficient that you can score 17 points and it feel like 30 to the other team because they haven't stopped you nothing consistently. So they know you're going to get first downs. Overall success rate. Here's big play, third and goal. Swing pass. Oh, if he ain't hurt, he hurt now. If he ain't hurt, he hurt now. Who got beat? I think his brace is just digging into his leg. Even though his leg been hurt, I just think his brace is digging into his leg. I don't think the Rams gonna end up winning this game. Even though they let them hang around, and you're right. You know something? I'm more with you than I think. Yeah, because this game is not out of reach, and now it looks like the San Francisco offense is going to be just totally run dominant now. Great observation. If you hadn't subscribed or became a subscribe to the channel, the little things around the screen here, like and subscribe and share. We trying to get uh eight of 400 subscribers in the next week or two. Um, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We need 300 something to get to. People, I don't know if I'm gonna be here to the whole game. Um, Sandman is calling me. I've been up this morning since 4:30 this morning. Oh, so fourth down. San Francisco with a backup quarterback, I'm quite sure they're gonna go ahead and take the points. I think it's more of the stuff digging into his leg because he was trying to hold the brace from digging into his leg. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think the brace started digging into his leg. That was a great thing about James Jones there. James Jones probably got some cool points with his team with his team on that one. This is another stadium that I say I would really love to go. I want to go to and see in LA. Nowhere to go with the ball. A hell of a throw there. A hell of a throw. Great throw. If you're saying wow to that throw, that was a great throw. Look for San Francisco to try to make a move for if they feel that they get another injury on the defensive line, they think they can make a move this year. They may go and get the guy from Cincinnati. Yeah, that's one big play, but that big play was more than that big play right there. That's great, and sometimes that gets you started. But that big play right there was more than they made the big play than we gave it up. That's a hell of a throw. And it wasn't like the coverage went there. That's a hell of a throw, and he made a great throw from that deep. You had to have a strong arm over the linebackers dropping in there. So, but guess what? Did we compound the big play and give him extra yards? Where he caught the ball is where they tackled. See, that's how you control the big. It could be 30 yards, but don't give him a touchdown. And this is why I do agree with the people about Sandburn. Sandburn cannot guard the middle of the field on these passing downs and be as quick twitch as some linebackers to close the windows. And that's the truth. Oh shucks. Let's see what they do here on the screen. Look at people trying to get off blocks. You might be right. Rams gonna stay in this game and they're gonna be. Why would they say why would they, if you think, better than the Seattle without getting anybody else? Good drive. Great drive. Great drive. What they went back and reviewed that for? We got a good game, people. We got a good game. A very good and I think somebody pointed in the chat that they let them hang around may come back to bite San Francisco. And you might be right about that. So what else we think about the game? Um, Good game, man. Good divisional game. Let's talk about what my prediction. I talked about this when I was at the barbershop. The NFL season is about to start up after we get through week 5. After we get through the first 5 games, that's the first quarter. Now we're gonna start. Now we're gonna start when quarter number 2, 3, and 4 start to find out who you are. Even in the injuries, you're gonna start to find out because a lot of players gonna start coming back in who's got hurt in the second quarter of these 4 games. You're gonna have a bye week here somewhere. So these 4 games is what I think we need to know. It's a must that we win these next 2 games. To come out the first 6 games at 4, uh, to come out 3, 2, and 1 would be a very good accomplishment. Let's see if we can get a return all the way back. He really hurt. Boy, he really can't run. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. That's a fumble, folks. They throwing a flag on that. The only thing they can say is his forward progress was stopped and they blew the whistle. If they say his forward progress was stopped and they blew the whistle, the fumble don't count. They probably blew the whistle before that because they felt his forward progress was stopped and they blew the whistle. So they can't really you can't review that if they saying his forward progress is stopped and they blew the whistle. Oh, that's crazy. Big drive for the big drive for San Francisco. They must not. They can't turn this ball over. They can't turn this ball over. Souls and love song. Who's got chats? Big possession for San Francisco here. And when you got a possession like this, you need a drive to to cut the momentum, the first thing you want to do is get one first down. Just one first down. The first down. Great job by Jones. Well, people, look like I got an emergency. Got a text that gave me an emergency. So I'm gonna have to cut this live off right here, man. Um, I want to thank y'all for watching with me. I wish I could have go longer, but I got a text from a family member that I need to give them a call back. So thank you for joining me. I hope we learn a little bit about football. We will be coming on to tomorrow and Saturday to try to get ready for this football game. These Jets, man. Thank y'all so much for all y'all have done. Thank you. Yeah, his knee went down early, but nobody touched him. So even though his knee went down, he didn't give himself up. So he still could fall forward. But that's the old San Francisco version of Tush Push. Hey, people, until next time, I'm going to sign out. But I love you, man. Please share this, like, subscribe. Let's try to get to 1,000, get me to 1,000 viewers, subscribers by in the next couple of weeks. I need 350. Until next time.